Our next list this week is top 5 second basemen.
Coming in number 5, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie. I think Ozzie, look, it's easy to forget because we've heard about him so long how young Ozzie is. Ozzie will continue to get better. And if y'all remember, in the World Series last year with Steal a Base, Steal a Taco, I correctly predicted that Ozzie Albies would be the one that stole a taco for America. So kudos to me for that. But yeah, he steals a lot of bases. He hits for a lot of power from the right side of the plate, but he's good from both sides of the plate. He's good defensively. I like him a lot, and I think he takes another step forward. So Ozzie Albies is on this list at number 5.
Number 4, Brandon Lowe.
Yeah, Brandon Lowe, I think, he hit almost 40 bombs last year, 100 RBIs as a second baseman. You just don't see that often. And when you do, he's certainly going to be on this top 5 list of second basemen. This one's simple. You hit almost 40 bombs at the second base position, you're going to be one of the best second basemen in baseball. And I think he does that. I'm not going to say 40 again this year, but I think he's pretty dang close to it this year as well.
Number 3, José Altuve.
Altuve, yeah, this one, he's been the best second baseman over the course of the last 10 years in baseball. And that's not really up for debate. He's an MVP. He's a World Series champion. He's consistent. He plays good defense. The man just rakes. And I think he's going to do it again this year. José Altuve is on this list at number 3.
Number 2, Ketel Marte.
Yeah, Ketel Marte is a tough one because he plays all over the place, but he's listed as a second baseman, so he's certainly going to be on this list. He's an underrated player just because he plays out in Arizona for the Diamondbacks, a team that has not been very good. I wish we could watch more of his games. I wish he could be on national television more often because he's one of the best players in the league. We just don't get to see him enough. But he is number 2 on this list of this year's top 5 second basemen. Conrad, who do we have at number 1?
Number 1, the new Texas Ranger as well, Marcus Semien.
Yeah, Marcus Semien, new Texas Ranger, another one of their signings that put them over $500 million this year in their offseason spending. Look, if it weren't for Ohtani last year, him and Vlad would have battled it out for who's going to win the MVP award. He's been that good. He was that good for the end of his tenure in Oakland. He was that good in Toronto, and I believe he will continue to be that good in Texas with the Rangers. So he comes in at number 1 on this list. So the top 5 is Ozzie, Brandon Lowe, José Altuve, Ketel Marte, and Marcus Semien. Now let's do the next 5 in no order.
Next 5 up, we have Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco, switch hitting second baseman for the Twins. This Twins team is going to rake. They are going to be really good. He was a tough one to not put into the top 5. He's just that good. Another guy that's underrated just because of where he plays, but he shouldn't be. And he's definitely going to be a top 10 second baseman this year. So Jorge Polanco, number 5.
Next, Jonathan India.
Yeah, Jonathan India, another guy with great flow. Just great flow. Rookie of the year, Cincinnati Reds. I think he just takes another step forward. He has a full season under his belt. He's just going to be even better this year. I like Jonathan India a lot. I like his game a lot. I think he's going to be a good player in this league for a long time to come.
Next up, the very underrated Adam Frazier.
Adam Frazier is very underrated. Again, I say because of teams he's played on. He came up with the Pirates. He was really good on the Pirates, was leading the NL in hits with the Pirates. And then he gets moved to the San Diego Padres. So a little more of a spotlight, and he just wasn't great there. They were expecting a guy that led the National League in hits, and they plugged him right in the 2-hole. He struggled in San Diego. They put him down in the 8-hole. He just wasn't the player that I know he is there. But now he's in Seattle. The Mariners pick him up. He's going to be really good there. I like him a lot, and I do think he's going to be a top 10 second baseman this year.
Next up, we have Jake Cronenworth.
The Crone Zone. Speaking of the Padres, Jake Cronenworth has really come on in the last couple of years. This guy rakes. He can play kind of all over the place, and I like his game I like his game a lot. This one's simple. Cronenworth will be a top 10 second baseman.
I remember this one was tough yesterday to who to fill this list out with. Jeff McNeil.
Yeah, I didn't know second base would be as hard as it is. There's a lot of good second basemen, and to fill out a top 10 list is difficult. I like Jeff McNeil a lot. I think a lot of his career has been plagued with injuries, but we've seen it when he is healthy. When he first came up, man, this guy rakes. I played against him for years in the minor leagues. He's one of the best pure hitters that I have played against in the minor leagues. He's really, really good. I'm hopeful he's healthy this year. He's good to go, and I think he will be a top 10 second baseman this year.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.